Society 2. Type 2. Authoritative control narratives and evidence criteria. Welcome! In this quick session, we're sharpening your SOC 2 writing so auditors nod yes, not maybe. You'll learn how to craft strong control narratives that clearly explain what the control does and why it matters. We'll define evidence acceptance criteria so there's no debate about what good evidence looks like. And we'll aim squarely at Type 2 assurance, which tests operating effectiveness over time, not just design on a single day. By the end, you'll have practical wording, templates, and checks that make audits smoother, faster, and far less painful. Type 2 looks at performance over a period, not a snapshot. Think, quote, controls working from January to June, not controls on March 1st. Auditors test consistency across sampled instances. Each occurrence of the control should show the same steps, roles, and results. Finally, they need sufficient, appropriate evidence for every criterion in your narrative. Appropriate means relevant, reliable, and tied to the control. Sufficient means enough samples or coverage to draw a conclusion. Write with these expectations in mind, and you'll answer questions before they're asked. Start with the purpose, the risk addressed, and the control's objective. Example: reduce unauthorized prod changes by enforcing peer-reviewed deployments. Name the owner and the frequency/timing, owned by the DevOps lead, executed on every production deployment. Describe the activities and tools/systems. Changes must pass automated tests in GitHub Actions and be merged via pull request with required reviewers. Finish with evidence and location. Approval logs in GitHub. Deployment history in Argo CD. Tickets in Jira. Evidence retained for 12 months in the compliance drive. Define the bar up front. 1. Relevance. The artifact directly shows the control activity occurred, e.g. PR, with required approvals. 2. Accuracy. Completeness. Data is unaltered and includes all required fields, no cropped screenshots. 3. Timeliness. Evidence falls within the control window, e.g., approval before deployment. 4. Validity. From an authentic source with authorization trace. System of record exports, not pasted summaries. 5. Sufficiency. Enough samples or population coverage to support conclusions aligned to your stated sampling plan. Use clear, auditor-proof language. Evidence must include who, what, when, and outcome for the control activity. Accept evidence only from the system of record, e.g., GitHub, Jira, Okta. Reject screenshots lacking metadata, timestamps, or unique identifiers. Require an export with a unique identifier and cryptographic hash or system-generated checksum to deter tampering. These phrases set hard boundaries, reduce back and forth, and make reviewers confident that what they're seeing truly happened. State the sampling method: random, risk-based, focus on high-impact items, or 100% testing when feasible. Define the population and selection criteria. All production deployments logged in Argo CD during the period. Specify the period clearly. Quarterly testing, rolling 12 months for Type 2. For every selected instance, require evidence per instance. The approval record, deployment log, and ticket link must all be present and consistent. Clarity here prevents disputes about scope and adequacy later. Avoid vague language like as needed or regularly. Replace with measurable frequency, per deployment, daily, or within 24 hours. Block unverifiable approvals. Demand logs showing user IDs, timestamps, and outcomes. Don't present one-time setup proofs, e.g., initial config, for recurring controls. Auditors need repeated execution evidence. Be wary of manual evidence without dual verification. Require system-generated logs or a second independent check to reduce error and strengthen reliability. Copy, paste, and tailor. Auditor will accept dated, system-generated logs demonstrating control execution, showing executor, approver, timestamp, and outcome, exported from system in non-editable format, with a unique identifier and integrity metadata, covering selected samples within the period. Evidence must be complete, attributable, and captured prior to the control's effective point, e.g., approval before deployment. Alternative artifacts are not acceptable unless they provide equivalent traceability and authenticity. This clause sets expectations and speeds reviews.